How long have you guys been married for?
8 years.
Yeah.
And we have 3 kids.
Wow, that's quick.
Whether it's our projects at work or projects at home, we believe in on-time delivery. What we've done is we have these custom chandeliers. It says A and S for Adel and Sana.
Adel likes to claim it as just Adel Sajan.
Tell me, what's the truth?
This is like a 4-meter screen. I can't tell you in inches because I think that'd be a lot.
This is where we Netflix and chill.
Wow, that's a beautiful setup. It's quite dreamy, isn't it?
I still remember I got my first salary, 500 dirhams, 10,000 rupees. I remember when I was even younger, 6-7 years old, I want pocket money. Okay, polish my shoes, 5 dirhams. Wash my car, 10 dirhams. We had this retail business and my dad's like, I want to start this chandelier division. So here's $1 million. Go and start this chandelier division. I was sent to China. There was a translator over there. So 6,000 shops of lights, 10,000 factories. We supply to about 70% of the world's lighting. We're going door to door. How much, trying to figure out how do we spend this $1 million. And that's how my journey started. And then we had this newly joined retail business doing 100 million a year. But the most thing I'm proud about is we took a business that was losing 10 million or was minus 10% to something that was making 10% a year. We took Dubai to the world where we opened around 20 franchise stores in Africa. Most people don't have $1 million in their bank account. Welcome back.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Hi, Adel.
How are you? That's my wife Sana. I don't
Hi,
think you met
Sana.
her last
How are you
time.
doing?
Yes, couldn't meet you last time.
Last time you came in Ramadan and now you've come in Christmas.
Amazing. So looking forward to all the festivities happening at the Sajan home. This gorgeous mansion in Emirates Hills, Dubai might look familiar to you. It was here that I was once invited by Mr. Rizwan Sajan, the founder of Danube Properties, for a grand Iftar meal. And today I am back at this stunning home, but this time it's to meet his son and daughter-in-law, Adel Sajan and Sana Sajan. You have such a beautiful home. I said this last time also. But what makes it even more beautiful is the fact that you have 4 generations living here.
We're actually 4 generations staying over here, which is very rare in today's world.
Absolutely.
So we have my grandmom and then we have my parents, me being the only child. Right. So myself, Sana, obviously, and our 3 kids. That's who we have from the family. And then of course we have the staff to support it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that's 8 people, 8 family members.
8 family members.
Last time I could only explore the ground floor.
We have about 8 bedrooms, but then we also have other amenities, you know, cinema, games room, spa. You got to check out the spa. That's interesting.
So Adel, do we need a Google map to explore the home?
No, we don't need a Google map, but I'm going to show you some of my favorite rooms over here.
I love how everything is red and white.
I mean, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So one very important room is the spa. When you're coming home tired from work,
right,
or if come back home from a paddle game, you really want to stretch those muscles out.
Right now, everything is in Christmas mode, to be honest.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we keep everything happy. If you go in the toilet, you will see the Santa seat. If you even the towels,
it's all red.
The feels for everyone, you know.
This is amazing.
So yeah, dim the lights, and then you have like a steam room over there.
Okay.
Or maybe after you're done with this, I could just set it up for you.
Oh, amazing! Yeah. When are we getting done with this
now? Now we want to finish it fast.
Gifts also for the guests who come in?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Of course. And this is one thing which we really believe in over here, whether it's our company or it's our house.
Right.
We want to celebrate all the festivals. Diwali, Onam, Christmas, Eid. This is something which we use sometimes with the family. When the fronts come over, IPL. The 22-seater cinema.
So what I love about Adel, when we were making this home, and even in general in life, if I want anything, I just say the main thought of it, and then he just goes into all the details around it.
You need to think in.
Okay, what are we watching then?
So what you want to do is just press the, press it open and then open your seats. And if you're feeling a massage since you just came in today,
Yes.
just press the massage button.
Why don't you guys just have a conversation while I enjoy?
And this is my favorite room. I don't know about yours, Sana.
Yeah.
This is our games room. It's multi-purpose. Billiards table. We have a table tennis table. You know, sometimes we have friends coming in for cards. And our kids are over here.
Surprise!
We have 3 beautiful kids.
Hello.
Aryan, Arman and Amara.
I love how everybody is color coordinated. Everyone wearing blue. Hi. I'm sure there's never a dull moment here in this house.
When we were designing our towers for our clients,
Yeah.
it was the same concept. How do we add all these amenities
Yeah.
for our customers? You know, you have your aquatic pool, you have your infinity pool, floating cinema, you know,
Right.
games room, doctor on call.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, whether you're living in Emirates Hills
Yeah.
or you're living in a studio flat,
Right.
why can people not have that today? So we always believe that
Absolutely.
people should live king style,
Yeah.
irrespective of the size of house you live in. So, you know, one of the reasons why Sana selected blue today
Yeah.
is because we are remembering our wedding.
Yeah.
So we got married on the cruise. We'll talk about it later. But the barat was themed blue.
How long have you guys been married for?
8 years.
Yeah.
8
almost
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have
Sweet.
3 kids.
Wow, that's quick.
So, you know, we always believe, whether it's our projects at work or projects at home, we believe in on-time delivery.
First floor is where all of our family is. That
Okay.
wing is mom, dad. The other wing is Dadi and the kids. And
Okay.
this wing is for us.
Oh,
We
nice.
try to manage somehow to get our privacy in that.
Okay.
What we've done is we have these custom chandeliers. It says
Okay.
A&S for Adel and Sana.
Adel likes to claim it as just Adel Sajan.
Tell me, what's the truth?
No, but it kind of works out. Right? A&S, Adel Sana. This is
Okay.
normally when I come, you know, take
Yeah.
off my jacket
Okay.
and then unwind in this cloud sofa. You got to come and experience this as well.
And I always
Similar.
tell him not to put his jacket on the bed. And I take it and I put it on.
And I can see this huge screen
Yeah.
here. It's amazing how every room is bringing in new surprises.
Every room is a world of its own.
And we like water. So what we've done is on the right, instead of a wall, we actually
Yeah.
have an aquarium.
Okay.
And of course, when you want privacy, you put the blinds down.
So even the fish won't disturb
Are
you.
you sure?
This is like a 4-meter screen. I can't tell you in inches because I think that'd be a lot. But what we've done is it's a custom 4-meter by 2-meter screen.
This is where we Netflix and chill.
Oh, wow.
So for me, I have my formals over here. We have
Okay.
like a good standing mirror there.
Right.
I have my casual jackets over here. All my watches and ties and belts, neatly aligned in this area.
You've seen Adil's side of the wardrobe. What about you, Sana?
I get my 50% share.
She gets a
right?
50%.
Yeah, okay.
So my Indian stuff is all here. I try to keep it lesser, and because you can never have enough bags otherwise, right?
Yeah.
So you need to keep really pick your pieces, and so I don't go crazy on it, but just
Yeah.
a few good pieces.
And who has the OCD?
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life. That's all I'm
Yeah,
going to say.
okay. Really?
Yeah.
No comments there. Who's the biggest shopper between the two of you?
Oh no, I think it's her.
No, the quantities is yours, the quality may be mine. Thanks to my really amazing staff.
Yeah.
They're really, really helpful for me. So they really help me keep it organized.
Okay.
It is easy like this, but most used are definitely the Lubies. They're
Okay.
really comfortable for me. They're
Right.
really like pick up and go.
Yeah.
I feel really shy talking about my shoes. Stop laughing! What is this?
Sorry.
Do all men laugh like this? All men are the same.
Go ahead.
I've heard from all my friends.
You can't be saying necessities are like 100 shoes behind you.
But have you seen the amount of events you take me to?
True. That's
And
true.
the kind of work
A lot
you
of
make me
events.
do?
Yeah.
Lot of
okay.
events.
I mean, you need.
Yeah.
So,
Do you guys buy each other a lot of gifts?
Yeah.
each other.
Why do you think we have 3 kids? She's big on push presents.
Oh, okay.
So I push the present to him.
Okay. And he buys you more gifts then.
So I hope you're enjoying the tour so
It's
far.
amazing, and I love the chandelier here. there a story behind this
There
too?
is. So if you see all the chandeliers here, they have that shell theme, or the
Okay.
bluish theme. In fact, this is the same supplier who supplies the chandeliers to Atlantis.
Oh,
who's also like
okay.
a water kind of a
Yeah,
theme.
underwater theme. It's more. That's why you see fish and everything's like a shell or coral. Since we've built up your appetite and we've given you enough cardio,
Yes.
so
I
let
need
me
some
take
carbs
you.
now.
Let me take you for the dinner.
Okay, let's go. That's a beautiful setup. It's quite dreamy, isn't it?
So Sana is our CHO, Chief Happiness Officer.
Chief Happiness Officer.
No, she has a very positive vibe.
Right.
And her strengths are event planning. Anytime
amazing.
any guests are coming over to our house,
Yeah.
anything nice is happening, we don't have to even worry about it.
Sana, this is beautiful. Thank you so much for setting this up. Absolutely breathtaking. Thank you. So you're a doctor and you of course are the real estate tycoon. How did you guys actually meet? Is this a love marriage or an arranged marriage?
No love. So we actually met when we were 17. Sana used to model. And one of my friends had an agency and she asked me, I was in school, she's like, Adel, do you want to walk the ramp? And it was a fun thing, you're in school, you want to try new things. Funny enough, the director actually paired us together. But then, for 7 years, 8 years, we never were in touch. We had very different interests. So what happened was, again, it was Ramadan. Her picture popped on Facebook after a very long time. And I was single at the time. And I found her very attractive.
This was after how many years?
8 years we've not met.
Okay.
But her picture popped. She's looking very pretty. But of course, my intention was to ask her out. A month, 6 weeks into it, we started dating.
We gave
And
it
that's
a
how our
shot.
journey began.
So how did the proposal happen? Who was the one to propose?
Oh, crazy.
I proposed a week before her birthday. I spoke to my parents about her. They obviously knew her. They said, yes, for sure. I'm so happy. So I called up her elder sister. I'm like, look, I like Sana. I want to take you to the next level. I want to marry her. So there are two ways of doing this. One is we can do, come and of course we will do that. But before that, I want to add this type of a proposal. So if I have your permission, only then I will do this surprise. But if you
That's so nice of him. I didn't know all of this.
You don't know, right? So I'm like, but if it's okay with you, she's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll manage. I got her blessings, Fiza. Immediately, I said, okay, now we need to figure out how to propose. And I had 7 days till her birthday. And her birthday was the day I wanted to propose. Came up with this idea of the World Islands in Dubai. So we picked one of the islands over there. And I had some of my friends waiting before the island. So she thought we were going for a beach party. And then she's like, where are we? And then we know, just, it's a yacht party.
And this is where I'm thinking that, okay, he wants to surprise me. Let me go along with it. Why am I being too nosy?
There's a drone shooting us from the top, 20 friends waiting on the island. And then one by one, they're coming in and giving one rose to Sana.
And in my head, I'm like, wow, this is such a nice birthday.
And the funny thing is, none of my friends knew I'm proposing. All of them are thinking, Adel has gone so over the top for a birthday.
He's gone crazy.
He set the bar so high. What's going on? This doesn't make any sense. And then suddenly when sunset hits, I go change. I come in a tuxedo. I have a mic labeled over here. And then there's this big screen. And then when the screen opens, 10 by 10 meter LED heart.
With rose petals in it. And then he takes my hand and makes me walk on it. I still remember the feeling of those petals in my shoes, okay? Then he counted the number of days even. He said, I don't know what, 500 something days.
You bring out the best in me. And most importantly, you're my best friend. Will you marry me?
And then I'm looking at his face. This guy knows how long we've been dating. Then I see him going down in slow motion on his knee. And then he takes out the ring. It was literally a heart attack. While he took out the ring, I'm thinking, oh no, I didn't even ask my mom. Should I say yes? One of our friends was like, Daniel, he said, Sana, if you were not going to say yes, I would have said yes.
Okay, so what happened at the wedding?
From the proposal, we first got engaged in Emirates Palace. And from then till our actual wedding on the cruise, it was almost 14 months. So the celebration went on for 14 months. We had, I think, 40 plus.
This sounds like more elaborate than the Ambani wedding.
Our dad and I, we have a lot of friends who, love us. And everybody wanted to have some kind of an event for us. So every week, we would be at some Sanadil wedding function.
It was an era. And luckily, we were the first ones mostly in our groups. So everyone was so excited and all the friends and all the dances and themes. We had what, 44 events?
Yeah, there was a lot of events. The best part about the cruise was because everyone's staying there, the party never stopped. 24 hours. We had friends sleeping at 8
It
a.m.
was a rave.
We had people waking up at 7 a.m. for breakfast.
Wow.
There was a whole mix happening. Every day we stopped in a new city.
Let's play a fun game. How well do you know each other?
Okay.
I'm going to ask a few questions.
Sure.
You both have to write the answers respectively
Okay.
on your iPad. So both of you have to write Sana's go-to food after a long day at work. What does she love to eat the most? Okay, both of you show the answer to the screen, please.
What is it?
Okay, there you go. So dal chawal and
okay.
Maggie, depends on her mood.
Okay.
Because sometimes if she's in the binge mood, Maggie. If she's in the healthy mood, dal chawal.
What is Adel's favorite movie or TV show that he can watch on repeat?
Oh.
Hmm.
No, he watches every time new. But I can tell you a genre.
Show
Ready?
the answer, yes.
What is it? Oh, come on. No. Yes, it's true. Yeah, we're not surprised Shark Tank. He's a shark himself.
Exactly.
so-
How was the experience?
How could I not remember this?
I mean, I've been watching Shark Tank since 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this show. I think it's so nice.
Yeah.
And then to be a shark in Dubai,
Yeah.
the fur, now sitting on that hot seat,
Right.
and you hear that Shark Tank music. Oh my God, I got
Yes.
goosebumps. It
It
was
was
such
fun.
a good experience. You have no idea who the entrepreneur is, what the business is. At least in Dubai, it's not scripted at all.
Yeah.
You don't know who's coming,
Yeah.
and you have that 20 to 30 minutes along with your other peers
Right.
to decide whether you're going to do a deal and what the valuation is going to be.
Are you usually quick with your decisions?
You have to
yes.
be. You have to
This
be. As a
guy's
businessman,
mind works so fast.
you need to be very decisive. You can't leave things pondering for too long.
Who's more likely to plan a surprise? What's the best one that they pulled off?
I wonder.
I mean,
You cannot surprise Adel. I'll just put it down. You don't even have to
I
write.
mean, for me personally, but it just sounds so weird writing my name down. But here,
What did you write?
I would say the
Honestly.
proposal.
Yeah.
We just spoke about it.
What annoys Sana the most? Like she would instantly get irritated. Look at Sana writing with passion.
Oh my God. What is it? Is it?
You're right.
Wow! Okay.
These are amazing.
Damn, that was good. That was good.
What annoys Adil the most?
What did you write?
Time lag.
Yeah.
And it's not
So
done
similar,
on time.
similar,
so-
similar.
If Sana could take a vacation anywhere, which place would she pick? Show
So
the
for me,
answer.
I think she really wants to go for a safari, and my favorite pick would be the Maldives. But also, she likes Maldives, so she might have also written Maldives. I'm not sure.
Yeah, both of you have written Maldives.
Yeah, so that's our go-to place. We go every year.
Did you all go for a safari?
Not
anywhere?
yet.
No,
Not
we're
yet.
waiting for our
Okay.
kids to be a little older.
Who's more likely to lose their phone or keys, and how often does it happen?
What did you write?
What?
You lose your phone all the time.
That's not true.
The entire team is running. Baba ka phone kahan hai? Baba ka
That's
phone.
not true. It's the other way around. Maybe both actually.
Who's more competitive between the two of
Oh,
you?
Adel, hands down.
Yeah, I would
Yeah?
put my name as
I
well,
never compete.
for sure.
No. I rule.
And Adil, you've always been so involved. From what I hear, you started working at the age of 30, much like your father, starting early.
When I was 13 years old, summer holidays, we all going to school.
Yeah.
That's when he started building my foundation. And I remember my first job. For those 3 months, we had these building material shops with warehouses, and there was an open yard. So my first job was to be in that yard, work with the blue collar staff, which I loved. But the problem was it was too hot. I would literally carry 4 shirts, come back red, with like a tomato. And my mom would get so angry with my dad that, what are you doing to my son? He's only 13. This is not the way you should treat him. And whereas that dad's like, look, this is my domain. Everything else I don't interfere. And when I was 18 years old is when in those 3 months, I sat in my dad's cabin, understanding how he's dealing with people around him, bankers, staff. So by the time I was 19, I got my first real job. I was in university. I was supposed to study abroad because I had very good grades. Of course, financially we're okay. I decided to stay back and study so I could work and study at the same time. We had this retail business, and my dad's like, you know what? I want to start this chandelier division. So here's $1 million. Go and start this chandelier division. And as a 19-year-old boy, you don't really notice chandeliers as much.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. And you have
Probably noticing few other things around.
Yeah, of course, it's normal. And you don't know how to start a division. I was sent to China. There was a translator over there. We went to a city called Gujin. It's a city of lights. So imagine a city like Dubai. So 6,000 shops of lights, 10,000 factories. We supply to about 70% of the world's lighting. We're going door to door, how much, trying to figure out, how do we spend this $1 million? It wasn't a bag of $1 million, it was a buying budget of $1 million to try to make some Excel files. And, he didn't tell me about anything, what duties are, what is the shipping cost, what is freight, what is the minimum order quantity, all the technical jargon you should know.
Throwing you into the deep end.
Correct. Throwing you into the deep end. And that's how my journey started. Of course, now I used to travel almost 80 to 100 days a year. I've been to China 40 times, US 20 times, Turkey. Like, I've traveled a lot for different exhibitions. But that foundation when I was young gave me like a good 6-7 year head start. I still remember I got my first salary, 500 dirhams, 10,000 rupees. Lot of money. If you think about 22 years ago for a 13-year-old, I would save 70% of it. I was a saver back in the day.
So last time when I was here, of course, I heard your dad's story, which was very, very inspirational as to how he actually started to where he is today. And I feel like when parents accomplish so much, they do want to instill certain values in their children and very conscious of it. Maybe that's why he pushed you to start working so early.
Not only that, and that's a very good point you bring up, because he always brought a very strong value for money in the beginning. A birthday gift, okay, you pick one shirt when you're going out, and not that we could afford it, but you need to earn your way. It's not everything. I remember when I was even younger, 6-7 years old, I want pocket money. Okay, polish my shoes, 5 dirhams. Wash my car, 10 dirhams. Wash 2 cars, 15 dirhams, not 20.
Okay.
From that age, washing car, polishing shoe to earn your money. I made my kids wash my car last month.
Does it still work?
They did it because I got this AI 3D printer, and they're like, no, one more. So I'm like, okay, you want a toy from the 3D printer? You have to wash the car. My kids are born in Emirates Hills. I was still, born in Karama, and then we evolved to Marina, and then Palm, and then Emirates Hills. So there was some kind of a transition. Those values which he instilled of hard work, there's no shortcut to success, value for money. I think that builds up your foundation.
How did the entry into business really happen for you?
I had two options. One was we had our already super set building material business, super successful. We were doing almost 1.5 billion a year in revenue, profitable. And then we had this newly joined retail business doing 100 million a year, and we were losing 10 million a year on it. My dad was fed up. He wanted to shut it down. And I took this difficult path. I told my dad, I'm like, look, you want to shut down this business? Just give me 2 years. Those 2 years were extremely hard. The first big roadblock I had was when you join the business, you're 21, skinny looking kid. You are the chairman's son, but then you have people who are 10, 15 years older to you.
Of course, far more experienced.
And you got to build trust.
You
got to build trust. I'm like, so the first thing I did was I had one-on-one meetings with the senior top guys. And I'm like, look, I know I'm the chairman's son. I'm not here to take your job. For me, I want this business to succeed. We're not doing well. And I'm like, since I'm the chairman's son, use me to open up doors which are right now closed for you. We took very, very tough and hard decisions in those 2 years. We shut down half the stores, stopped all local purchase, built our entire warehousing system, got professionals on board, renamed our brand from Bilma to Danube Home, fixed our new concept, added new product line. And 2014 was the year when we finally broke even.
Wow.
And we had grown the business from 100 to 128 million. And my dad was like, oh, this is not good. When I was younger, I used to grow the business by 50-60%.
Okay.
And I was like, so I explained to him, I'm like, look, it's much easier to start a new business than to take a failed business and reverse it. It's very easy for me to throw money in open stores. But today, if you're losing 10 million a year, you lose 20 million a year. So your foundation has to be strong. That's when I went to him that, look, from 15 to 20, those 5 years, I want to 10x the business. I want to do $1 billion a year by 2020. He's like, really? I said, yes, really. And I'm not just saying it because it sounds cool. Do I have your blessings? My oldest employees are 33, 34, very young team. And the average age is 26, 27. First thing we did was we went to Bali. Took 35 of my people to Bali. We did river rafting, we partied, we did hiking. And none of these guys have gone on an overseas excursion. Coming with the boss, so they had a gala time. And it was on the last day where we had this bonfire. And I'm like, hey guys, I have this plan. I want to 10x the business to $1 billion a year. To do this, I need conviction. And I want to make sure that whatever you worked in the past, you need to work double. I don't want people looking at their clock. This is not the life you want to live for the next 5 years. Leave today, I'm okay. Out of the 35, believe me, not only one person left. He tried coming back, we couldn't absorb him, unfortunately. Even today, all 34 of them work for me. And okay, we didn't touch $1 billion in 2020. But we did touch about 720 million. We grew the business from 120 to 720, almost 6x. But the most thing I'm proud about is we took a business that was losing 10 million, or was minus 10%, to something that was making 10% a year. So this was, my first achievement for the company. We also started a franchise business. Generally in Dubai, you have all the franchises of the world. We took Dubai to the world, where we opened around 20 franchise stores in Africa, in Egypt,
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful journey. So this was the first part of it. At
Yeah.
least I had money to create money.
Right.
My dad made it from zero, right? So if
Right.
you look at that, it's always a good benchmark to have and always so much to learn from.
Yeah, I mean, the real estate business is so good. Adel, I want to know what are the kind of new things, with your new vision, perspective, what are the new things you are bringing to the business?
I joined the real estate business this year in January. So some of the initiatives that I brought to the business, one was prop tech. So we got for customers VR glasses. You come into our show apartment and you can visualize how you're going to feel inside the infinity pool, how you're going to feel inside the cinema, how you're going to feel inside the plunge pool and in your balcony. So that was something new. People loved it because they could actually, it's 3D. So you move around your room, you walk around your room. So you're as if you're there. The second thing which we introduced for the staff was created these KPIs and to reward them, came up with some out of the box thinking.
Right.
So like every month from each department, we're going to pick one person, two people, and each person gets a 1 week chauffeur driven Rolls Royce
Oh, wow. Okay.
for whatever they want. It doesn't
If
have
they
to be
meet the targets.
if they meet the targets.
Yeah.
And so you're getting so imagine you can take your family out anywhere.
Yeah.
Plus, they can stay and they can have dinner at Atmosphere, the 123rd floor with their
Right.
family. And the new thing that I'm working on is this online CRM access. So today, if you stay in any of our buildings,
Yeah.
you have a small water leakage, you have any problem,
Yeah.
you go onto your app, take a picture,
Yeah.
and the KPIs within 5 minutes you'll get a call that, hey, Miss, so and so. I heard you have a water repair, and within 24 hours, somebody will come to your door
Wow.
to come and check and make sure the problem gets resolved.
So, of course, I see Danube Properties almost everywhere,
Yeah.
and the growth has been really quick. I want to know what is it that has really worked for you?
My dad believes and we follow the basics of what a customer needs. The first thing, as you've seen in our house, all these amenities.
Yeah.
All our buildings have 40 plus amenities. You have like a jogging track,
Yeah.
infinity pool, plunge pool, paddle tennis, badminton, a doctor on
Spa,
call.
nanny.
And if you see kids today, nowadays,
Yeah.
everybody's stuck to the video games
Yeah.
because they don't have those activities to do.
Right.
Here, you have all those facilities you're providing to our customers. All our buildings come fully furnished. Today, if you're an investor who's investing in Dubai,
Yeah.
or you're somebody who wants to live over here, you have no headache. You can put it on rent. The whole apartment comes fully furnished. Third thing is our famous 1% payment plan.
1%, of course.
This single idea
Yeah.
when my father introduced in 2014.
Yeah.
If you imagine Dubai's population, 90% is expat. Most people don't have $1 million in their bank account. So we came up with affordable housing where you have the initial 20% payment and you only pay 1% per month. So when you're doing that, you're allowing a much bigger bandwidth of people to purchase a house. I've had so many people come to the office that, thank you so much for coming up with this because now I can have my dream home. And the fourth thing is not only on time delivery, but before time delivery. So generally most developers, they always delay by 1 year, 2 years. It's very normal.
Yeah.
Here, we have committed a date, we try our best, and we have last 3 projects, if you notice, we've actually delivered 6 months before schedule.
Right. And what about the sports facility amidst all of this? You've of course come up with that. Does that come from personal passion?
The reason it came was I personally love sports. When I used to play over here, most of the facilities are not great.
Right.
Shabby warehouses, no parking,
Yeah.
single spot. I'm like, why is it that Dubai has the best of malls, best of everything,
Right.
and the leaders of Dubai, push sports so much? We opened like one of the largest indoor sports facility in the whole of Middle East and Asia. It has paddle, badminton, football, tennis, cricket, table tennis, recovery, all the top academies, Juventus, Sania Mirza, she's a good friend, her tennis academy. But what makes me most happy is because of this facility, we're able to connect to so many communities. We've had the land department, Dubai police, civil defense, all the Emirates, all the top corporations. We had an event for Rhythmic Olympics, young,
Yes.
children competing internationally.
Wow.
We had something for autistic children. So sports is something that connects to you irrespective whether you're 5 years old, you're 70 years old, whichever, nationality, age, gender,
Yeah.
it connects to all.
I totally enjoyed this meal and this beautiful setup and the conversation with you guys. Do you guys ever fight? You guys look like a perfect couple, match made in heaven kinds.
You saw on that iPad.
We could be fighting right now,
Yeah.
and if we're in front of you, you'll never know. So the
Okay.
fight always stays in the room.
Okay. I hope there are no fights after.
No,
we
no,
leave, right?
no, not right now.
You didn't get the
You
answer
will never
right.
know.
No, not at all. So we never take it outside. This is your second home. Your massage is due when you come in next
Oh,
time.
yes, for
Let us
sure.
know. We'll organize it. And I know you play badminton, so
Yeah.
we would love to host you at our facility. So whenever you're in town, let us know, and
Yes.
we'll organize a game for you or your daughter.
Looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.